Hey YouTubers, I want to make a video about this new product I found to paint the side rails on the Mitsubishi Triton. These side rails were initially chrome in color, and not chrome in color, they were chrome. I want to make them black. So there's a video on my channel. Just have a look how I sanded the initial chrome to spray this spray paint. So I just use the buffing. So if you have a look at the video, it just shows you how I sanded it, roughened it out to accept that 2K paint. There's two different products I use. That's the main reason I thought I'll do this video, is to compare the two products. That's a product used by a company called Spray Max, and that's one car rep. I think that's about 500 grams, I think it is. There's this one, sorry, milliliters, maybe that's 500 milliliters, so half of it, and that only got 230 milliliters. As you can see, this size kind of difference, the comparison between the two is quite a lot, and they both cost about the same price. You okay, Cock? No, you stay there. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, should never annoyed you. You can stay there. That's the main reason I thought I'll make this video, just to compare these two products. No, not running behind the tail. Sit. We'll go for a run later, not now. That one there, the hardener is on the bottom. It's in like a bit of a capsule. You just need to get this red color thing, attach it to the bottom like such, and then you press it. It's quite hard initially to press it. Once you press it, it just goes like that, but what I did was I just went like that and broke it. And then once you break it, you just kind of shake the can and mix it quite well to mix the hardener and the paint together, and then you can spray well. Just get a bit of paper, bit of rough paper like that, and just spray it and see the distance. Get your hand ready and just spray it. That one there is an interesting product. So that one hasn't got a hardener to break as the other one, but it comes up as, when I spoke to the sales rep, they said it comes up at 2 tubes, and this gets mixed up in the middle and sprays out quite well. And the good thing is, whereas that one, once you mix the two, you got, I think the window is about 24 hours. You just got to spray it and dispose the can. Whereas that one, you just spray it like such, and then give it a wipe, and then you can use it in 3 months time or whatever time. I think it just stays there as long as you got the tip clean quite well. So a couple of things I sprayed. As you can see, it's quite a hard product. You can't even scratch it. Once you got your main, I'm going to put another coat on that, so that's only one coat there. There's these ones. I've done 2 coats in these side steps. It's a bit of plastic, but I sprayed the chrome here, the chrome here. Came quite well. But I did have a problem with these cans, which was, it was alright to spray it straight like that. But if you angle it and spray these ones, all of a sudden the nozzle just gets blocked. And this is the 4th can. I bought initially 2, and they both clogged. Couldn't use it. I was just pressing and pressing. So I took it back to the paint shop, and they said, it looks like the gas has gone, and they replaced me with 2 new ones, which they tried and make sure that they're working before I took it. So I came back home and I was spraying it, and it was all right to spray it straight like that, but as soon as I turned it like that, it got clogged. So I thought it's not the gas, as the supplies, as the retail shop said, something to do with the middle. So what I did was I took that cap off, like such, and then I got some reducer. So it's 2K reducer. Where's my 2K reducer? It's here. Just really tight space. Trying to paint a car. I made this whole spray boot thing inside the garage to stop the overspray landing back on the car, and had 2 fans running with the filtered media. So this is the hardener I use. So I better take the pen off before it falls. I use it into this little plastic thing. I bought it from the $2 shop, and I just mixed a little bit of the, as you can see, the reducer in there, and I got the air compressor. I'm not going to do it now, but because it's working, but once it gets stuck, just put that reducer in there and then blow some air by pressing it down. So what you got to do is, with the air compressor, I think there's a bit of air in here too. Oh, it's gone. How come it leaked? That's interesting. So as you can see, it's got paint there when I unclog. So press it down and shoot it to a point where you feel like all that air is going in. Yeah? So once you do that, then you can see a bit of spray coming through. And that's how it looked like. Just came out, and then it unclogged it. So the 2 cans I returned. It's not the gas problem, it's just something to do with the nozzle inside somewhere there, a little ball valve getting clogged. So just thought I'll make a video on that, and hopefully it'll help someone down the track with the same situation. Not to return it, you can just literally fix them. And if it's good, if you bought it from a paint shop, but imagine if you bought it online, this video will really come in handy and helpful for someone like that to make use of those cans and help the environment, I suppose. The other thing I was going to do is to tell you guys how good the these 2K paints are. So I had a couple of drip marks in here. So this is still the first coat. When I was doing it, I had a bit of drip mark. So you can actually get a bit of 400 grit sandpaper. Literally sand it, see how good it has adhered to the chrome. So as I said, if you look at my video how I sanded and prepped it to accept that initial chrome, it will be quite useful for someone. So I'm going to put another coat in there. So I'll just sand these drip marks. So this is the sorry guys, this is the roll cage, which goes like that. Just literally goes like that on the tub. I still got to paint the tub on this car. Just put a paint on this car a couple of weeks ago, and it came quite good. First paint job in my whole life, and it looks like better than a professional job. I mean, good less professional job. And that thing, better not stretch the car here. That roller cage goes like that here. On top, so it's just fully blackened now. Yeah, I just thought I'll make a video on that. What else I want to talk about in this video is, apart from Echo getting ready to go for a 5-10k run. We did a 6k run yesterday. Yeah, he's been running 5-6k's every day for the last few months. I had a bit of a knee problem. It's interesting, if you ever have a bit of knee problem, I was running for a significant part of last year, and I just came to my sister's house to look after my mom. She got quite a bad dementia, and I just stopped running for probably about 2 months. I was drinking beer and just not looking after my health for a while, and then I got this quite a bad knee pain inside the knee right there. Couldn't even walk, couldn't even bend down. Like, I used to love doing squats like that. Couldn't even do squats for a period after I stopped running. And then earlier at the start of the year, which is 2023, I just thought I might just start doing some walking with the dog. So we walked every day about 10k's for a few weeks. And while I was walking, I got this thing, I'm putting my knee, my foot in an angle like that, and I just purposely concentrated to put my feet a bit straight and then bring it straight out. And that's the thing, when I was running, I was doing like that, and I was making it in an angle. So my foot was going in an angle, so I just made it straight and start making small steps rather than big steps, like that, small steps, and just ran like that too, with small steps, with the full feet touching the ground, and it just went off. I thought it was there's a couple of ligaments going inside your knee bone. Can't remember the name. I thought one of those were broken, so I thought I might have to get a surgery. And it's getting better, so we've been doing back to running now. Alright guys, what else I want to talk about is I think that's about it. Yeah, just fixing the injector pump on the car. So this is the injector pump which came out of this car. I'm just going to had a bit of a problem with this injector pump, couldn't get it started. It was running for a while, and then I cleaned the EGR clean, and I took the injector pump because there's a little filter in here. I just wanted to have a look at the filter, how it looked like, because this car was in a mine, and when I bought it, it had lots of dirt inside the diesel tank. So that's a new diesel tank I put in, and also the filter, the diesel filter, which was here. Wish I could have kept the filter. The diesel filter was completely clogged. So I thought, there's a filter in there, I might just have a look at the filter. So I cleaned it, I put it back into the car and tried to start, and didn't start. So what happened was, there's a little inside these plungers. So the diesel comes in. I'll do a video how it works. Drawing. Where's my pen? I'll do a bit of a drawing how these injector pumps work. It's a good paper, buddy. And so when it starts to clog, so the diesel comes into the injector pump, and there's 2 pistons. There's a little thing like that. It's an offset cam, like a wheel, and that's that main wheel which gets turned by the engine. So that gets turned, and that thing pushes these little plungers on the 2 sides, up and down. up and down. So as that turns, these, because it's in a offset like that pushes in as it goes up, and when it comes down, that pushes, and then there's a spring here. So the spring pushes it back, so it just goes up and down. And where the diesel gets sucked into these chambers, and that vacuum which creates pumps it out with a valve. So there's a valve there, one way valve. So two one-way valves there, one-way valve. So as the diesel pumps, it just pumps to the injector, the rail, which is called the common rail, and it goes to the 4 injectors like that here. Sorry, guys. Goes to the 4 injectors like that. So I'll explain it again. So the motor turns. There's a little offset cam wheel which pushes it, plunges up and down like that, both sides. And then the diesel comes into these chambers. As it goes, it vacuums, sucks in, pushes, and there's 2 valves, one-way valve which pushes the diesel into this line which goes to the common rail, and then it goes into the 4 injectors. So these one-way valves, one of us, so they had to open and close. One of them were completely open, so that's what caused that engine to not start. So it took so that's where those valves are sitting, right in here. So that's the valve, one-way valve there, and the other one-way valve is here. So that's the other way valve. So what I did was I got the air compressor. I took these parts off. I got the air compressor and pressed it in, and then it closed and took off the debris. So would have been a bit of debris stuck there to keep it open. And I'm assuming that it'll work now. I'm just going to give it another bit of clean, put it back and see how it works. And if it didn't work, bad luck, need to buy a new one, which is about $1,500. Also, when you put this cam, the wheel back, the injector pump, there's a little line there, so make sure that line, so you got to make sure your engine is lined with the top dead center, and then line that pin into that wheel. So yeah, so to take this off, what I did was I have got a bit of a PVC pipe. I got another one inside. This is the off-cut of the first one, and put a bit of tape inside, and then so imagine cutting that in half and holding it in, and then pushing that through. I'll do a video when I'm installing that pump in and cleaning the EGR cleaner. All right, just thought of making a video. There's little 2 valves. I don't know what these valves do, but they're another little valve. They're getting cleaned. Just need to blow some air into there. Put a bit of diesel. As you can see, there's a bit of dirt coming through them too. See that? Smell of diesel. Some people love it, they just can't stand it. All right, thanks for watching, guys. So the next video will be put in the injector pump, clean the EGR cleaner. Then what I'll do is replace the whole suspension on this car. Control arms, lower control arms, upper control arms, sway bar links, and the sway bar, what else, the pitman arm, all the bolts on the bottom control, which are camber adjustment, new shockers, These were quite brand new, but when I was spraying it, the bloody spray's gone everywhere. So it looks quite dirty. But I'm going to replace this upper control arm to a different brand because the 16 wheels were rubbing there, so I had to put some spacers, and I don't really love spacers. So I'm going to replace that to another brand called Super Pro, which got a little profile. Got the same camber adjustment for the 3-inch lift, but that ball joint sits a little bit low. Here's one here, as you can see. So hopefully that will not hit the rim once you install them. Touch wood. There's a video on that, how I just measured it, and I thought it'll fix that problem. So it just need to be a little bit in. So the original one was rubbing against that shocker there. Can you see that mark? So it was quite close there. That bit of taper was in, so literally you couldn't use those ones with a 3-inch lift. So we had to get aftermarket camber adjustment, upper control arm, and then if I had the 17-inch wheels, it wouldn't have been a problem. I could have used these control arms, which were a bit cheaper than the Super Pro ones. But I love the 16-inch wheels. So a little adjustment. So hopefully these will help people in making those decisions. So these are 16-inch wheels and the new tires I got. It looks sick once it's done. And the whole rear end too, new shockers, brake disc, new 2-inch leaf springs, shockers. Also got a rear sway bar. Apparently it's quite good, which is attached to that one there. I need to fix it, and these ones too. New 3-inch stainless steel muffler put through. The diff oil's been changed. When I took the diff oil, there was lots of like metal parts came through. So I took it off and thought, bloody hell, all wheels are broken. And I laid those bit of metal on the thing, and I was watching through a magnifying glass, and it looked a little bit brownish. And I thought I might get a little hammer and then press those bits like that to see if it's really rust or is it just metal. So as I did that, the whole thing came red. So there were little rust bits. So that's another good thing for people to remember when they take their diff oil off. There's a little magnet in there. When you get that magnet off, you see some flakes. It could be just rust, not just metal, so I don't have to replace the whole diff thinking the diff wheels are broken. So yeah, just thought, yeah, ready to go for a run? Alright, thanks guys for watching. Until next one, take care.